Hello. So I don't know how many games we're gonna get through today, but I've talked about this before. For 50K, we're doing a speedrun marathon. Mainly because I've wanted to do a marathon. However, I do not have the attention span to do a marathon. I simply do not. So, speedrun marathon it is. Now, that sounds kind of weird because, you know, for the first 4 games, you might not think there's much you could do to speed them up. And you're right. But there are certain things, at least in the first one. So funny thing. This guide right here, how to skip nights, press Alt F4. This is actually not that far off. Okay, so if I hit play on FNaF 1... Oh god, what the fuck is happening? Oh, where is it? Where's the game? Okay, I'm apparel. Hold on. So... FNaF 1 is a bit of a picky bitch sometimes. Wait. Hey! Fuck! I forgot this happens. This is why FNaF 1 and the mastering... How do I fix this? Oh god, can I run FNaF 1 in a window? Like, if I... How do I do... Oh. F11? F12? How do I make things run in window? Again? Control... I got window to work, I believe, last time. I know Click Team hates it, but... Like... Why is my encoder overloading? Do you see what you are currently having to encode? Okay. How do I fix this? Okay, so... Why is it not closing? Oh. Hold on. Chat, FNaF has taken over my computer. My entire screen is just white. Oh, my computer is, like, dying. What the fuck? I can't close the game. It won't close. Task Manager is opening on the wrong monitor, and it's not switching. Why is my computer, I have a 5070 Ti, and my computer is currently shitting the bed trying to run a game programmed in the game engine equivalent of PowerPoint. Larceny, where are you? Click Teamer! My Click Team individual, how do I fucking fix this? I can't even get to my third monitor. Chat? This might be the fastest the stream has fucking died. Hold on. I'm gonna just unplug my monitor and hope this doesn't crash literally everything to the ground. Okay. Okay. I can open Task Manager again. End task. Okay. I killed it. Good. Now plug back in primary monitor. Alright. Well, this is why we're doing practice streams. My encoder is still overloading. Why? What? What? Okay. So, I think I'm gonna need to do, like, window capture. FNaF 1. Okay, we're gonna have to do window capture. Okay. I'm gonna try turning my monitor's resolution down to, like, 1080p. Since we're doing window capture, that shouldn't break stream. 1920 by 1080. Why can't I get to my third? This is chat because the monitor is now smaller. My third monitor is inaccessible, and that's where settings is. So we're gonna move him up. Okay. Set you to 1920 by 1080. Oh, that's so great. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Huggy Wuggy. I'm sorry this year hasn't gone well for you. I'm sorry both you and your girlfriend were impaled. But I'm glad to... Okay, I'm just gonna have to move settings to my primary monitor. God, this stream is already fucking is already a failure. But this is why we practice, chat. To figure out all the technical problems. Alright. Apply. So, if I now, I don't know why Windows can't do that automatically. It should do that automatically. Wait, why is it smaller? What? Oh, no, that makes perfect sense. I'm dumb. Okay. So, we're gonna hit play here. And hope this works. So far, it is not working. Wait. Hey! Okay. So, why can't I select... Chat, I'm gonna get Larceny to try to, like, fix it. Like, why is FNaF not even showing up? Like, what the it's not even here. Okay, wait, if I just go display capture. Why is this dying so badly? Okay, now the screen is just black. And I have the permanent spinning beach ball of death. That's not very... okay. The fast void. What the fuck? I can't get... Why? Why? Okay. We have to end task again. How do I force run... How to force application to run in window. Alt-enter. This, not gonna lie, this is a bad first split. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so we're gonna try Alt-F, Alt-enter. It doesn't work. This is so sad. There is a way to make FNaF games run in a window, isn't there? Cause, okay, no, it's not don't think it's window capture, because I've gotten it to display full screen. Here, I might as well turn this on. Okay, so if I hit play now. Yeah, it just has a fucking stroke. But there we go. But I click off of it, and it goes away. Which isn't very helpful. But, okay, let's just stretch our display capture here. And then if I go back in... Why?! I have 3 monitors. The problem with... Like, wait, is there a game... Okay, there is a game capture. What's the difference between game capture and window capture? Capture any full screen application. Okay, wait, let's try that. Fuck. Yeah, the thing is with me is I am insane. Okay, wait, hold on. We could do this. I just capture my entire fucking monitor. I put it in a folder called extras. Oops. Okay, hold on. You get out of there. Okay. So, let's try. We're gonna see how this goes. Game capture, rename. FNaF 1 capture. You know, I thought I should do this before stream, but in my brain it was like, it won't take that long. Just a bit of troubleshooting. Okay. I think everything is working. Fun fact, this is the save file on which I taught my friend Kier how to beat 420. I don't like game capture because I like being able to just cut to my desktop instead. Like, I know game capture exists, and I've used it before. I just prefer being able to capture my whole desktop because it makes, like, if I need to pull in an application, much easier. So, I know it exists. I just actively don't use it because I prefer just capturing my desktop normally. And so I don't have practice for it. Alright, so... I believe plus is start. So our first skip here is we have to hit continue, then new game. Yep, that worked. And then once that fades, we hit Alt F4, which doesn't close the game. It just skips. Also, I realize I'm stupid. I have to hit the split because I want time on the splits. So I might blow up my entire system again, Lamau. Yep, it's just a white screen again. And I can't close it. I love FNaF. I love streaming FNaF games. This is a lie. I really don't. Why can't I get to Task Manager? What the fuck is happening? Why? Oh my god, it's shrunk my monitor to like a tiny resolution. But I can't close the game. Why can't I close the game? I hate FNaF 1 so much, man. It just hates you. Like, people like to meme on fucking Sister Location for hating you. No, FNaF 1 hates you. Why did you become a FNaF tuber? You should have stuck with Poppy. I should have stuck with fucking Pokemon, which was what the second round of streams were. What is your PC specs? I've never had this issue. The problem is my PC specs are too good. I have a 9900X and a 5070 Ti. And FNaF hates running at quality. Yeah, I'm lagging very badly. Okay, hold on. Task manager. Kill it. Kill the bear. Kill the fucking bear. End task. Kill him. Okay. I should be okay now. I think I'm gonna need to... Fucking... FNaF 1 runs at like, what? 640 by 480? Or something stupid like that? Right? Like, I'm gonna actually have to run this game at, like... I'm gonna set my monitor to 720p. I am setting my 1440p OLED 240 hertz gaming monitor to 720p. Look at how tiny it is, and look how big everything in Steam is. Like, this is, look how big my fucking cursor is. This is ridiculous. But let's see if it running at 720p makes it happy. Okay. I think we're good. That did a lot less stupid bullshit. I'm just gonna not click off the game. Alright. So, to start my time, I need to hit continue, then new game. And then I hit plus once I hit new game. What? Fuck. It didn't work. Why is this not working? What? What? Okay, fuck. What? Chat. Why am I a FNaF YouTuber? One moment here. Why is this not working? Okay. Hold on. Edit. Why is the timer not showing in live split? Yeah, what? I thought the... Why is the splits not having a timer? Hold on. What? Like, do you also need a timer? Is this how live split works? I don't use live split for anything other than counters. Okay, like, this is why we're doing these streams now. To be fair. Okay, so if I, like, split. Okay, I comprend. You know co-op? That's the kind of marathon you're running, right? God fucking damn it, B. Okay, you're getting pinned for that one. Okay, so I will need new keys. So plus is split. Plus should also probably be my time, right? So save layout. Settings. Okay, so start / okay, so it already is. How do I reset? I'm gonna hit reset. Reset should be end. I hope that doesn't have consequences. Okay. Oh god, my monitor's still 720p, so I have to, like, move it up. Okay, there we go. So if I hit start, and then split, and then end, and then reset, and then reset. No, reset. How do I reset? Fuck. Okay, that's pause. Settings. I'm hitting end and it's not fucking working. Chat, why am I a streamer? I was not put on this earth to stream. I was put on this earth to be a fucking idiot. Okay, wait, no, that's my save time. How do I get rid of that? Edit splits? Best segment. Goodbye. Okay, there we go. Save layout. Save splits. Okay. Oh, shut up, phone guy. Okay, so if I hit F2, this still does bring me back to the menu. Why is the screen black? Why? Chat has died again. Okay, luckily I could access live split, or, fucking task manager this time. What a good stream! What a grandiose stream I've concocted here. Yes, I saw the SB news. I am me. Alright. FNaF 1 is almost as bad at running as FNaF SB. I was literally playing SB yesterday, and it was infinitely smoother to start than this, and I was playing Chaos mod. Alright, so... And then Alt F4. Alright. Okay, so here we are, finally. You guys can't see the timer. Fuck. Also, my mouse can go off the monitor, which isn't ideal. Here we are, chat. Are you ready for high-intensity gameplay? That's great. Did you now? Yo, guys, we're sitting in his chair. Phone guy's ass remnants is infused in our chair. That sounds great. Why can't I boop him? There we go. Also, my favorite thing about FNaF 1 is what the fuck is this, like, pattern? I assume this is supposed to make it look 3D, but, like, why does this game do this? It's so ugly. I assume it's the parallax just running at such a low resolution. Like, I assume that's the reason, because this game is running at such a low res. But... I don't know. It looks like ass. Holy shit, they got a bit quirky? Guys, they got a bit quirky at night. We've been alone, stuck in our little zone since 1987. Join us, be a friend, or just be stuck and defend. After all, you only got, hey, look, they're staring. And now they aren't, cause they fucking hate me. Any other Easter eggs? Guys, you're not allowed to poop on the floor. I'm sorry, I know that'll disappoint a lot of you. It's been so long since I've been to stream. Well, welcome back. We're playing the most fun game. Holy shit, was that the bite of 87? Holy shit, the human body could live without the frontal lobe? Also, I love that the fade skip is literally hitting fucking Alt F4. We're using skips. So, when 6 AM starts to fade, we have to Alt F4, which for some reason doesn't close the game, because FNaF works on a different principle to the rest of my fucking operating system, I guess. But, yeah. 6 AM starts to fade, Alt F4, next night starts quicker. Now, obviously, we could do the funniest speedrun of FNaF 1, which is plug in a full-size 104-key keyboard and just CD plus your way to the next dimension. But I feel like that's a bit shameful. Okay, people on Reddit still defend FNaF 1 as a fun game. And I'm like, look, I like FNaF 1 for what it represents. It started a series that means a lot to me. This game is so fucking boring. Like, I have held this opinion for years, and I stand by FNaF Real Time is better. I'll fucking say it. Can you stop diddly-dum-dumming? FNaF Real Time's better. It's more fun. I'll say it. I will die on this hill. As someone who learned Click Team, it just operates on a different timeline. It's like befriending an alien who can see the past, present, and future. Oh shit, the rabbit's gone. Can you do your funny thing? Do your funny thing. Do your funny thing. Hi! That's probably the best scare this game has. What game do you think will be the hardest? I am worried for the help wanted and sister location. Those are the ones I'm worried about. Any fun Easter eggs? There should be an Easter egg in the supply closet where the broom is just like fucking shaking for no reason. I actually do want to talk to Larceny about FNaF 2. Since we're only doing nights 1 to 5, I don't think FNaF 2 will be that bad. I do want to talk to Larceny about trying to figure out a way of, like, making FNaF 1 work better. I wonder if I could, like, just export the assets at a higher resolution so that it... Hi, he did it again! So that the game can work at 1440p. Because I assume the problem is a scaling difference. Because, 1080 does not scale to 1440 fully smoothly, right? You need to do some, like... You need to have some, like, smeary pixels. Wow, you move fucking fast today, rabbit. I could also just tell him myself. Why are notifications? I need to mute my fucking Discord group chat. Guys, say it with me now. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. No, I clicked off the game. Fuck. Uh-oh. It's a white screen. Well. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna need to unplug my tertiary monitor. Like, I'm actually going to need to unplug it. Because we just have to close the game. Alright, so no tertiary monitor for me. Which does mean if I fuck it up, I will not have easy access to Task Manager. So... God, that cable gets fucking hot. The cables plugged into my computer are very long optical cables. Why did this change the resolution? Why did what? Windows, what the fuck are you doing? Unplugging my tertiary monitor, changed the resolution of my main monitor back. I don't know why. Okay, so I need to change this back to fucking 720p. Alright. This is why we're doing practice runs. This is... Okay. There. So, what I do is I hit continue, new game. This is incorrect. Okay, this shouldn't require a... like, relaunch. This just requires an F2. Okay. And then Alt F4 when the fade starts. Alright. There. Oh, shut the fuck up. Is the button always here? Yes, I got him. I got his ass. Alright. Welcome back to FNaF 1. I should have fixed the live split so you could see the timer, but I didn't because I'm a bad person. Alright, chat. We've been streaming for half an hour and we're on night 1 of FNaF 1. Round of applause, please, for the world's greatest FNaF streamer. Anti-streaming entertainment. I will need to figure out a way to fix this whole thing, because this is gonna not work in a marathon setting. Really? Insert realistic hand claps. Why, thank you. Anyone wanna, like, participate in this evening's activities? Could we get golden? I want golden. I've never gotten Golden Freddy, fun fact. Golden. Show yourself. Golden. Or like puppet on the walls, or crying child, whatever. These guys aren't looking at me. Also, chat, I'll be honest, it took me an embarrassingly long time to realize, because I always thought it was weird that Freddy was, like, last in the line, but he's in front of the other two. It just doesn't look like it because the game is 2D. But, like, yeah, Chica's Cupcake is behind him, but, like, it took me way too long to notice that. Give me the golden Freddy. What I really want to do is I want to map Alt F4 to one of my mouse buttons, but then that is a very dangerous thing to have for someone who likes to fidget with buttons on like a minimum 12-hour live stream. Because if I just accidentally hit the Alt F4 button, that's gonna be a problem. That no one's moved yet. This is a high intensity gameplay. Guys, as a reminder, Markiplier once called this the scariest game made in years. I'm pissing myself actively. Anyone moved yet? Rabbit? Hey! Flip, 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 flip. Ah, you did it. He did the funny thing. He did the funny thing. Guys, look. If you look at these cables, they're striped, just like the puppet's arm. The lore! Guys, if you look here, it says don't poop on the floor. The lore! Where is the rabbit? Rabbit? There you are. Oh, shut your face hole. Guys, can you believe that Foxy the Pirate got killed in a ball shooting accident in 1973? How is he in this game? Hey, look, they're all looking at me. Oh, look at Freddy back there. He looks so goofy. This is such a good game. Such a high-intensity gameplay experience. I'm actively terrified right now. Wow. I love people who call Security Breach, like, the worst game in the franchise because it's buggy. And I'm like, yeah, but, like, at least you can, like, look at things. Remember when YouTubers are actually scared of this game, like, unironically? Well, when you don't know what's happening, to be fair. It's frightening when a massive lump of metal shaped like a ugly rabbit just kind of leaves and you don't know where he is. But, like, once you figure out how this game works, it's like, wow, how much fun this is. Because, like, a good horror game needs to be scary on your first playthrough, and either still scary on your second, or fun on your second. This game isn't. Look at him. Look at him in the closet. Look at his little toesies. He looks cold. Holy shit, it's Bonnie the Bunny. If you played it in order of the lore, what game would be first? Mimic, I guess? Also, is he already gone? Wow. Thanks for fucking off for night 1. What? Okay, damn. Foxy's feeling mean today. Also, I also didn't understand how Foxy was sticking his head out of the curtains. Like, I didn't understand where his body was. I always kind of thought it was like his body was still behind the curtains. And he was, like, reaching around it. But no, he's just standing there with his head sideways for some reason, like a fucking goober. Alright, left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Holy shit, Foxy left on night 1. Damn. Yeah, but lore-wise, what would it be? Seeker of the Mimic. Then what? 4... I think I could just close the doors at this point. 4, 2... Sister, 1... 3... Pizza, UCN, help wanted, security breach, help wanted 2, or no, ruin, then help wanted 2. Is the chicken even left? She has, okay. I do have enough power, right? Yeah, okay. So once this text starts fading, we Alt F4. And then see? That night 2 is much faster. And then we can Alt F4 again to skip the transitions. Alright. Do I just have to commit, like... left, right. Because can't Freddy activate on night 2, but he only really activates on night 3? Like, isn't there a chance that he gets up to 1?
I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often.
He does on 20 mode, dickhead. Freddy, so true. What a good first-time chat message. You're speaking pure facts. Welcome. Thank you for dropping your truth bomb like that. Freddy is indeed in this game. Guys, I don't know if you believe this, but, like, he's right there. Can you believe it? I have been summoned by charging my phone and getting the notification. Well, welcome.
You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Code from time to time.
Buddy, this curtain is so checked.
More active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. Talk to you soon.
It'd be a much more interesting mechanic if Freddy you had to watch, but Foxy got more aggressive the more you looked at cameras. So you had to, like, actually balance it. That would be much more interesting than just being able to cuck both of them by doing the flip. And then doing the flip. And then doing the flip. And then doing the flip. Can we have old Ben? I mean, if you mean grandfather Ben from yesterday, I'm worried about that destroying my voice. But you can have me when I first started streaming. I can kind of, like, talk a bit more down here. And I can say piss balls. Or it could be February 2024 Ben, where I sound like I have cotton balls in my mouth because I'm recovering from jaw surgery. So I could kind of, like, talk a little bit like this. Is this what you want? Da 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 da. I am bored, 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 bored. All right, chat. I have a really fun game we could play. You all want to play I Spy? All right, I'm looking at something. I spy with my little eye something that is black. Any guesses? This is a really good game to play without a webcam on Twitch. Everything. The hallway. Nope. It's not the desk. Your soul. Nope. The ceiling. Nope. The iPad screen. Nope. The celebrate text. Nope. Freddy's nose. Nope. Keyboard. My keyboard is gray. What is chat on about? We're playing I Spy. The fan. Nope. I hear footsteps. Nope, still not Freddy's nose. Still not the computer. The hidden speaker? Nope. You guys are gonna be so mad. Nope, not the microphone. Nope, not the drawers. I hear so much footstepping for people who aren't here. Border around the buttons? Nope. The void? Nope. You guys want me to give you a hint? It's not one of the drawings. You guys want a hint? Why do I hear so many footsteps? Alright. Alright, the person who said my soul was the closest. You guys are gonna be so mad. Cupcake eyelids. Nope. The monitor when you flip it up? What does that have to do with my soul? What does the cupcake have to do with me? I hear so many footsteps. Bird. Damn, Bonnie's leaving quickly today. Your clothes. Nope. Bonnie's right ball. You don't know that. Bonnie's right ball is either blue or purple. This has been well established. Your hair? My hair is brown. Pianosaurus? Pianosaurus is green. Inside a pirate's cove? What does that have to do with me? I spy with my little eye something that is black. The closest guess is my soul. Watch it be an IRL thing we can't see. You guys are gonna be so mad. You guys give up? You guys want me to tell you? The eternal void of nothingness? I mean, kinda. I didn't say it was my soul. I said it had to do with me. His soul? Inside your eyelids, you fucking got it! Oh, you fucking got it! I closed my eyes! I closed my eyes when I said that! I was looking at the inside of my eyelids! You're a fucking genius! I told you you guys would be mad. I bet and hope this doesn't turn into an 8-hour stream. Not yet! Today is just practice. The actual stream will have a punishment wheel. Hey! Alright, that's night 2. I say we throw Ben into the Phas Void for that. How are we supposed to know? You weren't, that's why it's funny. Alright, that's 2 more transition skips. Alright, so now for Daddy comes out. So now we just cuck him instead of the fox. Left. Right. Left. Right. I know I don't have to be using the lights right now. Phone guy is not satisfied in bed. Okay. Right. 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 I really don't need to be doing this, but I'm doing it anyways because it's kind of funny. Holy shit, he's just like me. I say that. Okay, maybe I should be a bit less dumb. I don't want to die on night 3. Rabbit? You gonna move? I hear loud-ish footsteps for 1 AM on night 3. Chica too chonky. She causes the hallway to shake with her footsteps. Chica's in the kitchen. Chica's in the kitchen. Bow, bow, bow. Alright, guys. Let's do another round of I Spy. I spy with my little eye something that is black and red. And it has a pattern on it. Holy shit, it's the chicken! The wall. My hair. No. No. Your reflection on a camera IRL. Nope. Okay, the rabbit is gone. Left. Right. The door. Nope. Left. Right. Left. Right. Bonnie. Black and red. Right. Also, Freddy's peeping. Freddy's taking a little peep. Right. You're back already. Left. Right. 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 We're back where we started, chat. Almost 3 years ago now. I guess 2.5. Doing this. We had that song made by Justinus. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Who knows? Maybe that little melody I was singing my left and rights to is a hint for our incredible game of Very Fair I Spy. I guess you don't know. Maybe you don't even know the song. It's also kind of like a grayish black, by the way. Grayish black. It's not like a pure black, like, obviously the inside of my eyelids. It's like a grayish black. The door buttons? Nope. Do 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 do. That song is your hint. And if you don't know what that song is, you're dead to me. Chica's in the kitchen, cooking up a sandwich. You traditionally don't cook sandwiches. Chica's a bit different. Hey chat, what are we doing for a stream? We're playing I Spy as we suffer through the monotony that is FNaF 1. So it's a grayish black and red, and the grayish black has like a pattern on it. There's also a little bit of gold. A little bit of gold in the design as well. That is what I am spying with my little eyeing. FNaF 1 goated? I think I would rather be kicked in the face by an actual goat than play this game just on its own at this point. FNaF 1 is so boring. Hence why we're playing I Spy. FNaF 2 is way more fun. It's not Golden Freddy. Hi, Rabbit. You're still there. Is it some kind of flag? No. Good guess, but no. Also, the rabbit won't leave. He's hurting my feelings. You give up? One of the FNaF posters? Nope. Guys, it's my Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition sitting on my shelf beside my monitor. Duh. How couldn't you guys get that? Can you spy on something inside the game? But that's less funny. I hope you have a warm pillow. This is just Ben Ragebait's chat while I suffer through the most boring FNaF game ever made. Spy on something that I will get right. Alright. I spy with my little eye something that is red. My username trust. Nope. Blood. Yes, I'm just actively bleeding profusely. Line on the wall. Nope. Hey! I am much more excited for SB2. I am still excited for FNaF World 2. Fade skip. Fade skip. Alright. Who wants to listen to phone guy die? Are you wearing red? Wouldn't you like to know? So damn, they get active much quicker.
Oh, hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow.
The red camera button. Nope.
For me, I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you. When I did, hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you can check in.
Time to die on night 4 like a fucking casual. This is where this game actually starts getting more interesting. Your red shoes. Currently, dogs are out. I am not wearing shoes or socks. Is it the drawing / posters on the wall? Nope. This is something specifically you should get. You told me to find one that you would get personally, so I did. Don't embarrass yourself now. This is fine-tuned for you, chatter. My blanket. No. I hear the garbledygook. I think that means they're close, right? That means they're in, like, Cam 4B or something. Is it a plant? Nope. Why do I hear the garbled noises? Hello. A lot of first-time chatters today. Welcome. Why do I think I hear Chica, like, recording her mixtape in the fucking corner. But she's not showing up. Chicken? Is it the general concept of the color red? Nope. Wait, is my username red or something? You got it! Congratulations! On my end, in my OBS chat box, your username is red. On the screen, it's orange. But it's red for me. You got it, good job. You told me to handpick one for you, so I did. It was Clover08's or 05's username. Also, I'm kind of chewing through power. I might want to slow down a bit. Just a little bit of a slowdown. I couldn't get past FNaF 3, or Night 3 in FNaF 1. This is the strat. Left, right, and you just keep your camera on whichever camera Freddy is on. This is the 20 strat, and I'm just using it for everything else because it's kind of funny. Left, right, left, right, left. Can I hit 3 AM, please? Right. Left. Right, thank you. Alright, so we're like perfectly on schedule. I hear many footsteps, so I'm gonna speed up a bit. Why do I hear so many footsteps? I never really listened to audio cues in FNaF 1 because I never really needed to. Also, chat, for the Mastering FNaF Games video, I was using a single Dollarama earbud as my mic, or as my headphones. And I didn't go steal my dad's headphones for audio cues until FNaF 4. So, for the first 3 games in that video, I was using a single mono earbud from the dollar store because that was literally all I had. I didn't have any, like, good headphones because I didn't have money yet. And also, those streams were done on a 2015 iMac with no GPU. Actually, no. I think those streams were done on the 2017 iMac with, like, a laptop GPU in it. The first round of streams, which was the Security Breach Challenge Runs video, was done on the 2015 iMac with no GPU because I used an Elgato capture card. Also, they both decided to come say hi, huh? Can you guys fuck off, please? I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Bird? Bird? Oh my god, Discord, shut up. My wrist... I'm gonna actually need to do, like, wrist exercises to exercise my wrist. I'm gonna need to do wrist exercises to exercise my wrist, as opposed to doing wrist exercises to exercise my big fucking toe. But, like, my wrist is getting tired. I also might want a wrist brace for the first couple games, just so I don't... I have very weak joints, and so I don't want to give myself, like, a repetitive strain injury, which I think I have done before. I gotta go. Bye, Ben, chat. See ya! Okay, I might need to go slower for night 4. Use your mouse in your other hand? I can't, because I have an ergonomic mouse. My mouse is designed specifically for right-handed people. I can't use it with my left hand. It doesn't work. I have a Logitech MX Vertical. Google it. It's so funny looking. And I swear by this mouse. I love this mouse to death. But it looks very funny and chat gets very mad whenever I show it off. Hey, FNaF 2 doesn't only use your mouse. It also uses control for some reason. It should only use your mouse, but it doesn't, because Scott Cawthon control schemes. Hey! Alright, that's night 4. From what I've heard, the whole Titan submarine controller thing, the controller was actually no issue whatsoever, it just looked funny. Like, from what I've heard, the controller was actually perfectly fine. You guys want to listen to Dead Phone Guy ASMR? Also, I don't even have to do night 6, which is nice. We're just doing the first 5 nights. I need to get better at turning this light off. I'm doing it sometimes, but it just conserves a little bit of power. So I have to, like, kind of spam click. Okay, Bonnie the bunny is gone, so I now need to start doing my left, right. My famous strat that I totally came up with and wasn't just taught to me by someone in chat. I've taken a look at some of the remakes and remasters of the classic games. We did, like, FNaF 2 remastered, the day FNaF came out. We did, like, nights 1 to 6 while we were waiting for FNaF to release. And I think it was that stream that I ended because FNaF was such a travesty. And then, they surprise launched Into the Pit one day early by a mistake, basically. And then instead of admitting the mistake, they just kind of owned up, or they just kind of said, alright, no, actually the game is out now. And so that released like 2 minutes before I ended stream, and I didn't notice, and I then had to wait a day. I think my MX Vertical is like around $100. I got mine refurbished from Amazon though, so take that with a grain of salt. I don't know what the actual MSRP is, but I fucking love this thing. And I also have a profile in macOS because I edit on Mac, where I can split and delete clips with the side buttons, and so I can like cut down a VOD with just the spacebar on my keyboard and then my mouse. And it's so good. What's your Mac? I have a Mac Mini M4 with 24 gigs of RAM. And it only has 512 gigs of storage, but I've plugged an external SSD into it, so I don't really need that much internal storage. Chicken, you gone? My next Mac might be a MacBook. Damn, that's expensive. It really wasn't. It was like 1,000 Canadian dollars or something like that. Which, like, the M4 Mac Mini is a great deal. I mean, it was before the Rampocalypse. Yeah. Like, keep in mind that you could get the base model M4 Mac Mini, with 16 gigs of RAM, for 499 American dollars if you had a student discount. Which is an insane value. Also, I can't read long chat messages right now, so. But yeah, my next Mac, I do kind of want to be a MacBook, just so I have the flexibility and portability, and then just plug it into a dock to make it a desktop. But, I don't know. This thing is going to last me a while, so that's a conversation to have a while from now. Wait for the M7, that's what people are saying will be the actual upgrade. Well, the thing about Apple Silicon that is kind of insane is that people think the upgrades are boring. They're really not. They're just, like, not as insane as M1. But, like, we're still getting, like, 20 to 30% improvement per generation around that. Which, yeah, that's not, like, super exciting. But that's still pretty damn good. Also, hello, Larceny. I'm gonna need to have a discussion with you about the fucking how to make these games work. Because FNaF 1, it likes to make my computer fucking shit the bed when I try to launch it. My main monitor is currently set to 720p. So, if I could somehow upscale all the assets and just, like, bring them into Photoshop or whatever and export them at a higher resolution, would it be super hard for you to put them into the game running at a higher resolution? Or, like, would it be hard for you to add, like, a window mode? Would that be super difficult? Because this is being very annoying. Windowed should be easy? Okay. I might need that for, like, literally all of the Click Team games up to, like, Sister. So if it's something, 1080p would be harder. Yeah. But I can't do that since I'm in Spain. No worries on immediately. But just... yeah, but the problem is, like, getting into the game and then being able to control the rest of my computer. FNaF really doesn't like being tabbed out. Also, I'm running low on power here. Also, I didn't look at when time is. I assume time is when you get your paycheck. Right. Left. 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 Right. I'm just gonna sit here for the rest of the night. Because I highly doubt, unless there's a marathon of speedrun, we're doing a speedrun of all the games. Alright. So, when this fades, Okay, I think that's time. 45 minutes on FNaF 1. Okay. That's not bad. Alright, so that's FNaF 1 dealt with. How do I pause again? Nope, wait. That's pause. Edit splits. Does someone... Hold on, can someone clip... I want to save my exact best segment. I can clip. Hold on. Do I have like a open recent clips button? No. All right. I just want to save real quick what my exact time is. Exact time. Oh god. It's 45:57. Thank you. 45:57. Okay. Why is that plus 25? What? I'm a useful chatter? Yes, thank you. Okay, so if I now, like, reset. Okay, yeah, 45:57 is saved. How do I skip a split? I need to... Okay, we're gonna... Wait, no, I don't want to open it twice. Oops, hold on. Ben figures out how to be a live streamer. Also, I should move this. Also, I'm going to take a small break so that my wrist doesn't hand in its, like, 2 weeks notice. FNaF 2 should take 35 minutes, and FNaF 3 takes 30 minutes. Okay. Are there any speedrun skips, on FNaF 2? Like, I guess we'll have to test if that fade skip works. Anyways, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Oh god, what is my gone fishing gonna be? Oh wow, that's very funny. Alright, I'll be right back. Hello, I back. Okay, I need a skip split button. Numpad 2. Funny thing, Chief, I don't have one of those. Question mark. Alright, chat. So, if I hit question mark, well... Alright, so if I hit go on FNaF 2, what the fuck happens? Oh god, right, the game is very stretched. There we go. Okay. You don't have a numpad? I don't. I have a very small desk, so I've never seen value in numpads. I do kind of want to get the Corsair keyboard with a built-in Stream Deck where the numpad is, so that would be worth the desk sacrifice. Yeah, the game is normally in 4x3, I think, but it's stretched for me, and I don't know how to change that. The game is made for 4x3 and is just stretched. I don't know if there's a way to change that. Alright, so if I hit continue a new game, if I do the same thing. Okay, hold on. If I... First I'm gonna... Okay, I'm gonna need to... Okay, that didn't work. We can't skip the newspaper. Does the fade skip work? Fade skip does work. Okay. Ah, FNaF 2, my old friend. I still think this is my favorite out of the original trilogy. Also, it's very weird to play immediately after FNaF 1. This is the FNaF game that actually put FNaF on the map. Will FNaF be part of this? No, because it's not done and it doesn't have like a beat the game. Like, we could do all the races, but we can't beat the game, you know? I should add switch splits between all the splits so that I have time to switch between the games and that doesn't count towards the splits themselves. Someone just type that in general in the Discord so I remember to do it. Thank you. Holy shit, Freddy Fazbear used to walk around during the day. Freddy thick-ass Fazbear over here. Look at him, he's a chonky lad. What Easter eggs are there? The fucking... These guys can vanish. I could get JJ. Holy shit, FNaF 2 kinky? Confirmed? Question mark? Nothing happens on night 1 until 2 AM, by the way. Oh yeah, Shadow Fred. Shadow Freddy can only show up once Bonnie is gone, though, right? And Endo is basically guaranteed once Puppet gets out, so... That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never... Average FNaF 2 gameplay. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the Guys, I'm so good at FNaF 2. See, look how fast I change between the two mechanics. That's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter. And there sure is, phony. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. Roger, roger. I'm hissing at Balloon Boy. Also, guys, notice how this place doesn't have a feckin' kitchen? Don't you guys love a pizzeria that can't make pizza? Character Encyclopedia says all have to be gone for him to spawn. Freddy Fazbear head? Whoa. Eventually anything that wandered in will wander back out. Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quartz modern design of the building. What did 16,384 chance for Shadow Bonnie? Well, I just need to pay B to be here for a stream and we'll get it. Which one are you at, Chico? There you are. Oh, you're already in the vent, damn. Someone is active today. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, it's Bonnie. Lamau. Someone is aggressive for night 1, eh? Oh, hi. Don't die on night 1. The first night isn't usually that bad in any of the games, so I'll... Ah! Now all of my muscle memory is different. Why is that auto-modded? I don't know. Auto-mod does weird shit. Also, didn't Mark actually die on night 1 in FNaF 2 to Toy Chica, like, in his first playthrough? Not only in the cheating, like, I don't know, redemption, where he literally said the first night usually isn't that bad and then dies to Chica again like he did in FNaF 4? Because that clip is amazing. That clip is fucking beautiful. That clip made me feel like a kid again. I was like, holy shit, nothing has changed. My man is still a fucking idiot. What ending is faster in Sister? It'll probably have to be the Scooper ending. I am kinda debating classifying getting an, like, for the classic games, an ending is just a star. And don't you get a star for finishing the baby minigame? So we might actually have a skip. We might actually have a skip we could do in Sister Location. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I thought it was FNaF 4. No, he said it in FNaF 4, but then in his recent FNaF 2 streams, he said it in this game and then died on night 1. But then he also, on his original playthrough of FNaF 2, hi, thick-ass Fred, he said he died to Chica at like 5 a.m. on night 1. Freddy! Fat bear! He is very chunk. And I kinda love him, he looks very goofy. You didn't make it into the splits. Oh, I have several ideas for, like, I'm debating... Okay, so UCN is not gonna be part of this marathon. I'm telling you this right now. UCN doesn't have, like, a definitive ending, I don't think, other than, like, 50-20. And no thank you. And B, I just hate UCN, and I think it's funnier if UCN is just never featured on the channel. But, I could use UCN to skip FNaF World, if I want. I don't even think I could do 51. I just can't do 50-20. I have garbage reaction time and garbage hand-eye coordination. Like, the amount of practice I would need is not something I am willing to do. I thought Chica's AI wasn't active on night 1. You are wrong. Keep in mind, Chica and Bonnie are basically the same AI, right? Just different route. No, what I could do is I could use Old Man Consequences in UCN to get the trophy in FNaF World, because they talk to each other, and then I could skip them. I could do... Alright, so, fade skip. Alright. Oh, do it again. Yeah, the vent... Chica was supposed to do the thing with the mask, too. But Scott couldn't get it to work. No, I don't mean levels. I just mean they're the same AI. I love how much of FNaF 2 was supposed to happen, except Scott couldn't get it to work and had to get this game out incredibly quickly. It's wild, like... It is wild to me that this franchise used to be literally every 3 months, new game. Like, in retrospect, the games feel more spaced out than they were, but, like, it was literally August to November. August to November. FNaF FNaF 3 was like January or February 2015, right? I don't know. I don't remember. Stop giving me ideas, FNaF 2, but all content re-added. Add back in the toxicity meter, whose purpose I really don't understand, because, like, I guess if you get, like, hit by wizards multiple times. Also, my muscle memory for this game is coming back. It's still not great, but... Don't forget the music box. I'll be honest, I never liked that puppet thing. It's always thinking, and it can go anywhere. Also, can't Golden Freddy show up at the back of this hallway, like, at any point, and just, if you hold your flashlight on him, he kills you? But, like, he only appears in the office on night 6? Yes? Because I've never seen that. This night exclusively. Wait, only night 2? Weird. Hi, Mango. Where's your boyfriend? Due to bugs. So much of... Hi, you little shit. So much of FNaF 2 is due to bugs. Also, can Mangle attack you directly from the hallway? I've never actually gotten an answer to this, because Mangle just seems to vibe and then go the fuck away. I don't really actually know how a lot of FNaF 2 works, because I never beat 1020. Also, by the way, in my mastering FNaF video, I said I planned to do it in my own time. I tried twice, and then was like, I had to Google strategies, and then the strategies they gave me were like... I was trying to hit the mask that time, god damn it. Do we reset? I think we reset, right? Yeah, okay. Lamau. What's your favorite character in FNaF 2? I love me, Balloon Boy, right, guys? No, I can't even say that as a joke. I mean, I really like the Wizards. I really like Withered Bonnie, but that's, like, the most default fucking answer. So, I don't know. I also really like Withered Freddy. I feel like Withered Freddy is the most underappreciated character. Oh god, what is it? This? That's pause. End? Okay. Wait, no. Alright. So we're gonna start again so that I can have, like, a good benchmark, and I'm gonna try to... Withered Freddy is the white bread of all wizards? I mean, Withered Foxy is literally just Foxy, but, like, slightly different. I think Withered Foxy is carried by being the most active animatronic in this game. But, like, his design isn't that interesting. Where was...
Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company.
Where's the mute button? How do I shut him up? It's a bug due to the custom light setting his AI to 0 because it's not on. Only getting overwritten in night 6 and 2, specifically making him a rare occurrence on that night. Huh. Interesting. I don't think they let these guys walk around during the day.
But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you.
What a weird line that has interesting implications.
You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished
like,
his week.
Why the fuck is Toy Freddy just Chris Hansen?
We switched him over to the day shift.
That's weird, right?
Hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seem to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just
I wish
every
my
once in a
chair
while,
could go
go
higher
over to
and
the
my
prize
desk was
counter
lower.
video feed and wind it up for a
Because
few
the
seconds.
problem is, like,
It doesn't seem to affect
I
all
feel
animatronics,
my
but it
my
does
mouse
affect
is like,
one of them.
my desk is above my chair arm, so I feel all the blood draining out of my hand. And wanting to stuff me into a suit? Whoa. Kinky. Freddy head! Oops. Hey, they removed this guitar in the remaster on mobile because of legal reasons. Fun fact, I mean, probably pretty well known, but like, Toy Bonnie's guitar is based on an actual guitar that Scott didn't have the license to, and apparently you can copyright the design of a guitar.
Keep the music box wound up, piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
The fact that they wouldn't let Withered Freddy walk around despite him being the least damaged animatronic. No, you see him in this room. Oh, you're just, like, just in general. Yeah, but like, you see Withered Freddy in this game. Fun fact, the 8-bit minigame characters are 3D models that Scott made and rendered. Of course he did. Of course he did. Fun fact, none of the things I made for the Pizza Sim mod were rendered. They were all Photoshop. Even the 3D ones were just really, I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but clever Photoshop. Some of them were screenshots of 3D renders, but they were all 2D. Hi, bird. Yeah, I guess the toxicity meter would only work on this night. Fun fact, Ben is really good at Photoshop. I'm not, actually. I'm just good at, like, doing Photoshop badly. Bonnie's crawling in his hole. There he is. Where'd your guitar go? Did you shove it up your ass? I don't want you moving. Also, these weird cables blowing have just never looked like they fit to me. They're too, like, round. Freeze him in place. Haha, dumbass. Hi. Freddy in this game just looks like he perpetually got hit in the face with a 2x4. Hi, dumbass. I've never understood what Bonnie is doing there. Like, is Bonnie on, like, a track there? He's just sliding? Is he just doing very precise shuffling? Hi, dumbass. You not having your beak is one of those questions that we literally never got an answer to. But there's importance to it. I love this franchise so much. I love the old FNaF games. Watching them play in the back feels good, and I miss them. I get that for 2, 3, and 4. 1 is just way too basic for me. Definitely probably the best atmosphere of the original 4. I think only challenged maybe by 4. I think 4 actually gets kind of, like, gets underappreciated for its atmosphere. And then 3 just looks like pee. I'm just gonna sit here for the rest of the night. Piss FNaF. I'm just like him. What do you mean? Scott Cawthon has gone back on his word several times. For example, the story would end at 4. This story would end at 3. This story would end at 1. The movies would be good. Okay. I need to get into a better arc so that I don't accidentally flip up the camera when I want to mask. Shut the fuck up, Scott. I don't know why I'm doing this all yet. Also, I don't know what it is, but in FNaF 2, I always hallucinate an orange triangle in the bottom right. Like, I always think I see it for a split second. And what is it? I think it's this. It's these 2 papers. But I always think the puppet box is somehow, like, winded all the way down. Because at the corner of my eye, I see what looks like a yellow triangle. That's what it is. It's those 2 papers being tilted together. And I always go, hey, what the fuck, puppet? How are you already out? I don't know what a FNaF classic chaos mod would look like. Like, anti-gravity doesn't do much when the game is just JPEGs. Like, a Chaos mod would work a lot better for a game that is, like, a remake of FNaF 1, but, like, in Unity or Unreal, so it's, like, has physics and shit. Like, I don't know how much funny stuff you could do in Click Team, other than just, you know, oh, you can't see now? Twitch integration would be cool. Twitch being able to control the animatronics, I think would be a much cooler mod than, like, a Chaos mod. Because then you could feel like you are fighting the animatronics, who is chat. Help Wanted Chaos mod? Again, Help Wanted is just so simple because it's just a bunch of mini-games that, like... The thing about Security Breach that made the Chaos mod quote-unquote cool, also known as terrible, was, like, you always have a goal. Click Team can barely do internet connection. Also, I should slow down a bit so that I can react to shit. So is Foxy gonna make his first appearance? Nope, it's Hot Chicken. Hot Chicken is gone. Die. I was thinking things like new cameras or in real life. What? Like I'd open a camera and it would just be my webcam and Bonnie would be standing behind me? Oh, in real time. In real life would be really funny. Like I just open one of the cameras and my webcam turns on and you somehow manage to superimpose Bonnie behind me. You think Click Team could do, like, smart auto rotoscoping, Larceny? To, like, cut me out and be able to put Bonnie behind me? Think Click Team's capable of that? Speaking of Bonnie, I nearly died there. No? Well, not with that attitude, it's not. In real time, wouldn't really be that fun because, like, what? It just all of a sudden the game becomes, like, 6 hours? Like, that doesn't sound very fun. Especially for a chaos mod where you're basically guaranteed to die to some bullshit. Like, that's the thing about the classic games that doesn't work with a chaos mod. Is that with Security Breach, you have, like, outplay potential. With the classic games, you don't. So it's just hope you don't die for 10 minutes. And then when you do it again. But that's the problem with the chaos mod for the classic games. And even Help Wanted. Because most of those games are time-based. Ah, I got all Withered... Or, not Withered Freddy, Toy Freddy. What the fuck am I on? Hi, Hot Chicken. What does your bib say again? That's party, that's right. Go fuck yourself. I will wood chipper you, Balloon Boy. You know I will! Don't make me start a lumberjack business just so I have a legal excuse to purchase a wood chipper. Go fuck yourself, hit by a car, dog. That was always a game theory I kind of liked, was the idea that Susie's dog ended up being Mangle. As, like, an experiment. I highly doubt that's what it was supposed to be. I think it's just Mangle is so broken that their voice box doesn't work, but, you know, it's a cool idea. Hear me out. Phone Guy is actually Mangle. Hear me out. Phone Guy is actually Toy Chica. I know many of you are used to saying hear me out on Toy Chica. So here's a different take on that. Hi, dumbass. Oh, cool. I was about to mask the rabbit. Oh, right. Hold on. Can I skip these? Does Control S work on these? I'm not gonna dick around with that yet. Cause I don't want to, like, this is just a time to have for the record. This is timer based. Does Alt F4 work? I still love that, like, the Alt F4 thing works. It's so funny to me. Alright. Withered time. I can just hold this. It's hot as balls here. I'm sweating a river. Oh, I hope your balls don't get waterboarded. This is where this game actually starts getting hard. Like, FNaF 2 is the hardest of the classic games. For at least the main game. People say FNaF 3 Aggressive Nightmare is harder than 1020, because 1020 is actually solvable. Good thing I don't have balls. Damn, the river already got them. The river washed your balls away. Sorry to hear that. Pour one out. Pour one out for Azura Galaxy's washed away balls. I'll be honest, I was too busy focusing on the balls bit to, you know what, I'm not restarting. Who cares? More time saved for later. I was focused too hard on the ball bit to focus on the game. I poured one out for your fallen balls so hard that Foxy was like, you good? That was the dumbest way I've ever died in a FNaF game. Hello. Oh, wow, you're here fast. Jesus. Hey, chat, have I ever told you about my one friend's sister who once asked when me and my friend are gonna have children? My friend is a guy, and also he is my friend and nothing more, and they just go, so when are you two gonna have children? Which, that was, like, completely unprompted, too. They just walked up to me and was like, so when are you two gonna have children? And I was like, what the fuck? They then proceeded to ask when me and my girlfriend break up. Not if, when. If they will live in my shed. Again, completely unprompted. So, yeah, do with that information what you will. You've been told you sound trans? That is still the most wild YouTube comment I've ever gotten. Well, okay, that's not fully true. But hi, T-Pose Chicken! Foxy, are you here? You're not. Cool. I appreciate when you don't show up. Hey guys, you excited for the FNaF AR portion of the marathon? Where we just hang our head in sadness for 20 minutes? There's FNaF AR custom servers? Huh. I know there's like a fan game that's like based on AR. Fully dead though? Oh, so even the custom servers don't work? That's sad. I mean, I don't really want to ever play FNaF AR, but like, it'd be funny. I don't know if I'm gonna get to FNaF 2 or FNaF 3 today. I just want to get an idea of how long it takes for each game, and also figure out some skips. So we know the Alt F4 fade skip works on FNaF 2, which is good to know. We have a pretty good time on FNaF 1, honestly. Also, wait, can't I just hold down click? Why am I clicking? I should just hold down click for this entire fucking game. Yeah, like, the thing about FNaF 1 speedruns is that, like, you're competing for, like, individual milliseconds. It's like, did you do the fade-out skip the frame it was possible to do? Take this opportunity to shake my wrist so that it doesn't fully die. I am actually slightly worried for, like, night 5 of this. Because, like, I ran into trouble doing night 5 for the Mastering FNaF Games video. And, like, I am better at these games now, but like still. Wait, let me invent a way to skip a night? That already exists. CD+. You haven't invented anything. I keep seeing the triangle. Like, this is actually a major problem with FNAF 2 for me, is I keep seeing the triangle. Larceny. FNAF 2 mod idea. You add one extra piece of paper to the desk. So that I don't keep seeing this fucking triangle. Also, chat, I watched, like, an old Simple Flips video about how he handles people he's banned from chat, and he makes them do, like, individual quests if they want to be unbanned. Like, one of them was spelling out the word simple with the first letter of items in Undertale. And I don't have a big enough team to be able to put that together, but it was fucking hilarious what some people had to do. Hey! Alright, here we are again. Who's here? Are they they're just looking at you more this time. Wait, if I pan back though, is someone here? I don't remember how these minigames work. Like, you know, okay, yeah, you go back and forth and then you see Golden. Right. What the fuck do these cutscenes mean? Like, again, we don't know. Who knows? Like, why is Golden here? Golden's never important. It is funny that Golden really isn't that important to the overall lore. Holy shit, guys. Freddy Fazbear committed tax fraud.
I want to emphasize, though, that it's really just a precaution. Fazbear Entertainment denies any wrongdoing. These things happen sometimes.
It's so funny hearing all of these lines that, like, Day Shift uses. Like, these things happen sometimes. Phone Guy does sometimes say a Day Shift as, like, a one-off audio clip.
We're not sure, but the characters have been acting very unusual, almost aggressive towards the staff. They interact with the kids just fine, but when they encounter an adult, they just stare. Anyway, hang tight.
Hi, Mango.
Good night.
Also, every once in a while, I delve into the grand world of the FNAF Theories subreddit. And it's really funny because I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Like, everything they're talking about is like some acronym or shorthand for something that they clearly understand. And I'm like, I don't even know what this begins to mean. And I honestly don't want to, because the fact that you all are this uptight about your theory being right is really funny to me. Because, like, at this point, I've just completely given up on the actual interconnected story of the games, and I just care about the individual stories, and then maybe how the games tie to, like, the game before and the game after. I don't give a fuck how Secret of the Mimic ties to FNAF 1, really, anymore. Just because it will probably just make me sad. Like, I figured out the one you should not have killed, and like the whole Cassidy versus Andrew debate. I don't understand why, like, for the games, anyone thinks Andrew exists, because isn't that a book person? Books aren't real. As you should all know, guys, books are actually just a hallucination. They aren't real. Also, I've always hated the two spirits in Golden Freddy theory. I fucking despise it. It's just lame to me. So, I don't care. Andrew versus Cassidy rap battle. Also, remember when the doors... the doors you take out of Trashland in Security Breach were apparently called Cassidy doors in the files for some fucking reason. Don't read your kids' FNaF books. Read them something good. Your children deserve better than that. Like, imagine how convoluted the FNaF lore will be by the time you have children. Because, like, this series isn't going anywhere. FNaF is good, the books fucking aren't. Honestly, the only books I liked of, like, the FNaF ones from what I have seen, like, keep in mind, I have not read all the Fazbear Frights or the Tales, but the ones, like, the little I have read of them is just the dumbest shit ever. I liked the Silver Eyes trilogy. However, those books were carried by Silver Eyes. Fourth Closet and Twisted Ones and Fourth Closet got kind of weird and not as good. But, like, I thought the Silver Eyes was actually a pretty good rendition of turning the FNaF lore into a story that people might actually care about. Like, they're not amazing, but they're not bad. Specifically Silver Eyes. Silver Eyes was actually a pretty good book. For a FNaF book. The trilogy also did do irreversible damage to the discussion of these games with the whole, are the books canon or not, that we still see to this day. Because for some reason, Scott never learns that if you have books that are half canon, it makes all of our lives a living hell. Either make them canon or make them not. This half canon bullshit is so fucking annoying. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I only read the graphic novels of the original trilogy. I read just the books. Who is Ted and why is he talking? Because he's mad at the state of FNaF words on paper. Fuck yourself. Oh, this is why I love Withered Freddy. Fucking Gangster Freddy is awesome. He's so funny looking, because he really looks like he's about to beat you up. And I love it. Look at him. Classic lad. Hi, chicken. Also, for the record, for the Speedrun Marathon, the Speedrun Marathon is just an excuse for me to do, like, skips and shit, but I'm not, like, resetting if I die or anything. Hey! Alright. Get your Alt F4s ready. Actually, don't. Please don't leave. And then this is, yeah, Puppet. Hi, dumbass. The Puppet's so cool. I love the Puppet. Puppet, infinitely better than Golden Freddy. I'll say it. Puppet actually has, like, story. And, like, lore. And is actually, like, good lore. And also looks like that. Like, that's fucking creepy. Like, even to this day. Withered Freddy accounts for 79% of the organized crime in the pizzeria. What do you think is the best FNaF redesign? I don't know. Watermelon puppet, because it brings me the most joy with how dumb he looks. I guess the puppet is... I don't know. I don't care. Puppet is Charlie, so I guess how dumb she looks. Oh, fan redesign? Reaper Puppet. Absolutely Reaper Puppet from Final Nights 3. Reaper Puppet is like my favorite design in this franchise. Official or otherwise. Like, Reaper Puppet is just so fucking cool. He said day shift! I already put out a video on that this week, motherfucker! I guess not this week, but like within the last 7 days.
I think the name of the place was Fredbear's Family Diner or something like that. It's closed for years, though. I doubt we'll be able to track anybody down.
That was...
We'll just get through one more night. Hang in there. Good night.
Damn, you're here quick. Would it be a day shift at Freddy's? It would. Yeah, you're in a hospital room. And you have to close the curtains on Puppet. And with... That's the one with Moaning Peepaw. Searched that up and found Reaper Balloon Boy, thank you. Still no relation to Danny DeVito. Despite all the visual evidence to the contrary. Hey guys, remember when they made it... Remember when they said in Security Breach that Fredbear's Family Diner had a brown Freddy and not a yellow Fredbear? What the fuck is that all about? Because, like, my interpretation was always they started with Fredbear and Spring Bonnie, and then Freddy's was like a spin-off. But no, they started with a brown Freddy. Then they opened Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, I guess, with the golden suits. Which we didn't know of from FNaF 3. But then they went back to the brown Freddy. Which is weird, right? It makes way more sense for them to start with the golden as Fredbear, because we know Fredbear is golden in some form, because Nightmare Fredbear. We can't forget about Edwin and his funny chica. Fuck, you're right. God, this franchise is such a garbled mess at this point. But we know there is a golden Fredbear. That is indisputable. So that means they went back twice, which is weird. And also, like, it's so unnecessary from a storytelling perspective. Like, why does it matter? But, like, doing it makes it matter. Also, that was close. Yeah, also, why do the Fun Times have Mimic Protocol shit? Like, why can Funtime Freddy mimic voices? I got a question. Spending a whole week buying way too much FNaF merch too much? Yes, because you support the fact that this franchise only exists to sell merch. However, it's also your money. Do whatever the fuck you want. Oh, is that too slow? I don't think so. Fuck yourself. Go away. Uh-oh. Puppet. No. Get back in that box. Hi, Gangster Freddy. Hi, Fuckle Nuts. Hi, Fuckle Nuts. Go away. Get back in your fucking box. Hi, dumbass. Go up. Yes! Okay. We split when we see the thing. Boom! Alright, 39:19. Alright. So, that is our time for FNaF 1. 39:19. I'm just gonna end. Okay, it's saved. Good. Duck season, you mean? I haven't. I kind of want to. Alright. So, I don't think I could do FNaF 3 today because my hand is gonna die. Yeah. We died that one time. It's not 4 minutes of improvement unless we can find a skip for the in the night cutscenes. So that one death and then 3 cutscenes that are timer based. I'll have to hold on, because I should be able to tell pretty quick, actually, if I go check speedrun leaderboards. Okay, so all the speedruns for FNaF 2 are like 35 minutes and 13 seconds. So there is a way of skipping them. Probably just Control S, maybe. I'll have to test that. Actually, wait, hold on. Do I have a keyboard with a number pad handy? Can I just CD plus my way to greatness real quick for testing purposes? Keyboard with number pad. I have this Canadian Tire gaming keyboard with the world's most obnoxious clicky blue switches. Listen to this. It's so, like, it's so loud. But this keyboard has a numpad. So let's CD plus our way to greatness here and see if we can skip the cutscenes. Okay, so just what? Control F? What is it? What's the skip thing? What's the, I said it like 3 seconds ago. It's Control S? It's Control S. That's what it is. Okay. So we hit CD. Wait, why is this not working? I plugged it in. I didn't plug it in all the way.
Hello? Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here.
Chat, why is CD Plus not working? CD Plus does work in FNaF 2, right? I know it does. What?
About the old locations, you know. Some people still have a somewhat negative...
Wait. No, I don't want to listen to Coco Melon.
Fazbear Entertainment is committed
Yeah, I'm
to
pressing
family fun
numpad
and
plus.
above all, safe. They
What the
dispense
fuck?
a small board game
Oh god,
animatronic.
I'm hitting splits. Hold on. Edit splits. Okay.
That means, but most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database.
Uh-oh. No. Okay, so if I open back up live split. Okay, good. Alright. Anyone know why CD Plus isn't working?
But complained about conditions. We
Anyone?
switched him over to the day shift.
I'm
So,
pressing them
hey,
at
listen,
once.
right?
Like, hold?
Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seem to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be
This is
impossible.
weird.
That restaurant...
Okay, hold on. Just a quick sanity check. I'm gonna go open up FNaF 1. I'm just gonna go CD Plus Night 5. Yeah, okay. Weird. I guess CD Plus doesn't work on my version of FNaF 2. Anyways, this is all discussion that can happen tomorrow. Or whenever I do this again. Goodbye, fucking Canadian Tire gaming keyboard. I knew ye not. It's stuck on my chair. Hit the blowhage! Or blowhage, or whatever the fuck the IKEA shark is called. Alright. I'm a go. So, we have some technical problems to work out with the FNaF, classic FNaF games, because of Click Team. We have some time save, in FNaF 2. If we can figure out how to skip cutscenes, which is probably just a Control S. And I guess next stream we'll tackle 3 and 4. And hopefully my wrist doesn't kill itself. Anyways, if you are new, click on all these. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Adios. And I guess thank you for 50k subs, because this is the first stream I'll try to get ready for the 50k sub stream. So, adios.